Simagic became one of the most completed ecosystem on the market with very competitive prices at this point in time, and I hope other companies take notice and go back to their drawing desks and push further their development. Top pedals with top pump hydraulic system and the smoothest throttle I ever had under 1K. Great sequential shifter with extra features like display and buttons or without. Load cell elastomer based handbrake. New line of steering wheels like the full feature FX Pro, again under 1K, and the FX to the GT Hub, which we will take a look today, and something else which is coming soon. 3 different DD bases from the 10 Nm Alpha Mini to the 15 Alpha and the 23 Nm Alpha Ultimate, which I'm testing hard right now, and I am getting blown away each next day comparing it with my all-time favorite Simagic Pro. The entire ecosystem can be connected via single USB and controlled with the new Sim Pro Manager, which is in beta by the way, and is getting better with each new update. The build quality from every product I ever had in my hands was always great, with mostly aluminum and carbon fiber materials, and knowing the sim market for over 15 years, the prices of each were between 30 and 40% less than what we used to pay for the same quality of products. Just about 5-6 years ago, I used to pay the same prices for 3D printed products with much less features, which break apart after a year of use. That here is a huge step for us, not just because it's cheaper, but because much more people from our community will be able to taste high-end products. Simagic are the first to push the quality materials for better prices, followed by most incredible line, and both letting Fanatec behind, in my opinion, at this particular moment, at least from quality point of view. But I think like Simagic competitive side to be on top of that mass production chain pushed them to sit down and think how to be better than the competition, and I believe they found a way. They replaced the old backlit buttons with those here, add some backlit windows, and start developing their software to be able to display some telemetry and give us different warnings from the wheels. That is not some innovation, and we have seen that in some much more expensive wheels like my Cube Control there, but having those features in wheels which cost 1/4 of the price is a huge step. For now we have access to 5 different telemetry like ABS, traction control, pit limits, DRS and flags with basic blinking notification, but I asked if different animation like in my Cube Control wheel will be possible to see in the future, and they said they work on that and will be done in the future, and those we have here are just the first steps. That being said, let's take a closer look at the GT Pro Hub. 8 backlit RGB buttons with nice stiff positive click feeling, and set of stickers to choose and match our input of choice, and as I've said, 5 telemetry warnings and different colors. 2 7-way funky switches with aluminum knobs, 2 rotary encoders on the top and 2 on the bottom with really good spacing between each input through those aluminum knobs. 2 backlit windows to which we can add telemetry warnings as well. 9 rev LED lights with full control in the Sim Pro Manager software for colors and rev indications. That 3mm carbon fiber face is just there to cover that aluminum case, which is with some beautiful finish and rock solid as well. Little window on the back for better wireless connection, and the usual magnetic shifters with strong aluminum body and carbon plates, adjustable in distance on the side with contactless switches for maximum longevity. The same body for the dual clutch system with Hall sensors and adjustable bite point on the software and on the fly. Those of course can be used as separate inputs like throttle and brake if need, or just like extra buttons. The usual energy style quick release, which is definitely one of the best in the sim market, with zero play and actually quick connection and disconnection. No extra pins or screws required, just pull out or slide in and let the clever mechanism do the work. And little USB-C hub for further connection with the motor or the PC for future firmware updates and troubleshooting. For the price of €389 before taxes, this is very serious piece of equipment with 38 inputs through buttons, rotaries, switches and shifters. It is made for GT cars in mind, with nice ergonomics and layout of the buttons and the rotaries. The only negative side I see is this is made for 320mm diameter wheels and above, and I know for many 300 is their favorite side and still can be fit, but with some modifications which won't be ideal. I'm testing this with that 330mm round wheel, and I've tested it with my 320 Porsche, and I personally prefer the 320 size for my medium size hands, which helps me reach more buttons without removing my hands from the grips. But even with 330 I can still reach 6 inputs at any moment and keep that wheel as strong as possible. The other con, which is not related to the quality or anything else, is this is compatible only with the Simagic ecosystem, and I'm not aware of any aftermarket kits which will make it standalone unit and compatible with other bases. Another very important thing you have to be aware is their customer support system. Simagic is a small team and they support only official dealers. If you find better prices on AliExpress or eBay and something goes wrong, you have to deal with the seller directly. Make sure to carefully check and buy from authorized dealer. They are all displayed in their website. Don't try to save some bucks and end in some sticky situation. That support system can be a little sluggish, as it will depend on two parties between official resellers and Simagic itself, but it is what it is and you have to be aware of. Other than that, through my experience, I can see Simagic products take the lead with those new telemetry features on their new line of wheels, and keeping that quality of materials for those prices is awesome news for us. That's exactly what happens when there is strong competition on the market. We get more and more for the same or sometimes even less amount of money, and I really want to see the answer from the other companies. My experience of their software development have been great, even if it's in beta version, but I have seen some complaints here and there, and in the last 3 weeks I've got 3 updates of the Simpro Manager, which means they are working hard to improve that beta version. I personally never had single problem from any of the devices I use right now, but I would love to hear other people's experiences, and you have to make sure to read all the comments and not rely on single experience. Damn, what exciting times for us.